There was a slowdown at the end of the year. You know, last year we saw great appreciation in some areas as much as 20% year over year. There was a slowdown. You know, a lot of it had to do with just being at the end of the year. And then it carried into January. And then all of a sudden after Super Bowl, things started to pick up, I feel like. I don't know if there was a correlation between the Super Bowl or not. Terry and I and Dad had a few listings that had sat for a while. They ended up going into escrow and they sold. So things picked up a little bit. But QM, the Quality Mortgage Initiative, did affect, I think, the market to some degree due to the uncertainty. And everyone knows, if you don't know what QM was, it was an initiative that started at the beginning of the year that made lending a little bit more difficult from a criteria standpoint. So we can go more into that if you have questions about that. Inventory was low throughout 2013, which was a big driver of prices in the market. It still is low, but it does feel like it's increasing in some markets. We felt that on the island, and I'll go into that, but there are a greater level of listings on the island than there have been in 12 months. Purchasing power still, you know, that's an issue I think that we all have to look at, is as rates go up and you have tighter lending standards, and purchasing power is going to decrease. And I think we have seen that to some degree. But the bottom line, rates are just still ridiculously low. And here's what they look like. As of 2 days ago, 3.99 on the Fannie Mae, which is what we use as our benchmark. Most people use that as a benchmark. You know, just to put it in perspective, back in 2000, we were 8.5%. You know, we're just under 4%, and we've been down there for 2-3 years, sort of fluctuating up and down. But you can see the last year at the far right has been pretty steady, right around 4%, despite all the talk of rates going up, and there have been some periods of rates going up. They've stayed pretty low, and so there's great opportunities if you see a property to keep it. Right here, I do this. I try to do this every now and then. So for $2,280 a month on a $450,000 loan, let's say 4.5%, that's still pretty low. And the house you buy for that may be close to $1 million house. So rates are pretty darn low. No question about it. The Balboa Price Index that we've been doing for about 6 years, and this is up 13.8% from the last quarter, and 25% year over year. Look at this. It's just incredible what we've seen. Now, of course, we have low sample sizes, so you have to take that into account when you look at something like this. We had 4 homes that we looked at, and to remind everyone, the BIPI is looking at lot values, trying to determine what lot values have done. So the samples we have to look at are those that tear downs or close to tear downs in order to get what we think is a representative sample. But still, it is what it is. There was a house on Avalon that sold multiple offers that sold for $2 million, and it was a teardown. I've got a picture of it here in a moment. So, you know, it is what it is. And so lot value is $1.8 million. And if you look at this, that's $1.8 million right there. And you just go over here, we're where we are in 2006 at prices. So they've really recovered. So there does seem to be great appetite for entry-level homes on Balboa Island. I think we see that in other neighborhoods as well. The higher end's not performing as well, but for entry-level homes, there's a lot of demand, and this is reflected in the BIPI right here. So, and then this is the BIPI compared to the First Republic Prestige Home Index. As everyone knows, I really like that index. I think it looks at homes in LA, but here you can see what it looks like. And it also helps me to know that I'm kind of on the right track when I do this. It does seem to mirror it pretty well. So I just like to compare that just to show where values are. The First Republic value for a medium house in LA is about $2.3 million. And then the other index that we do is the Newport Beach Home Price Index. This looks at 25 neighborhoods in Newport Beach, all single-family homes, and you can see what we've done here. It's a little bit, it's very erratic, and a lot of that has to do with just the range of prices that you get. But what has remained fairly constant is that an average home in Newport Beach is around, well, here it's 2.3, but it fluctuates between 2.3, 2.5. So forth and so on. So it's a good barometer, I think, of where prices are in Newport Beach. And if anyone ever wants to know the neighborhoods that we look at, I'm happy to share that with you. Up, not quite as dramatic as the BIPI, but up about 11.9% year over year.